What's up, everybody? It's the Preacher Rican. Hope everybody's having a good week. Listen, today I want to talk about love. I want to talk about sweet, sweet love because it's one of the best emotions in the world. Love is purpose. Love is reason. As we know the Bible verse, love is kind. You hear it at every wedding. Love is amazing. The human heart has 4,800 beats an hour standard. But when we're in love, boy, that adrenaline rushes through our heart, right through our veins. We get the drop of serotonin inside of our system, inside of our brain, which is associated with obsessive thinking, and we can't stop thinking about that person that we love. Being in love makes people feel optimistic, energetic, focused, and motivated. Well, it's how we get all romantic and mushy and gushy and we just turn into putty. That's what love does. Love, love, love. You know, love can conquer all. That's what they say. Love literally took control of the English Empire because of one man who had no clothes, no home. He had nothing to his name but one thing, and that was love. Muhammad Gandhi. Gandhi loved people. He loved them so much that his message was so powerful that 200 million people followed him. 200 million people pushed the English Empire to the side. They left. That was all done with love. Love has captured strongest men in the world and brought them to their knees. Love has caused so much tragedy. Romeo and Juliet. Marco Antonio and Cleopatra. We all know the stories of love. But I'm not here to tell you love stories. I'm here to tell you what's happening in today's time. I'm here to talk about reality. I'm a person obsessed with patterns. I see patterns, body language, behaviors, and I study them. I've been doing it since I was a little boy. But these patterns and body language aren't something that we just all of a sudden came up with, something that we learned. We learned these behaviors through the course of our lives. We learned it either from our household, we learned it from our upbringing, whether it was at home, in the streets, at a relative's house, with friends. Our friendships are really important because those are usually the ones that create certain identities that we have. So ultimately, we end up loving a certain way and not even knowing that how we're loving and what we're doing and how we're creating this space that we call love is the worst way to do it possible. It is toxic, it is not healthy, it is dangerous. It will be the reason why your heart breaks over and over and over again, and then God forbid that you end up having children with somebody that you think you're in love with, but it's so toxic that you end up raising kids that way. All I want you to do is think for a second the way that you grew up. Look at the lifestyle that you had. Look at the home that you came from. And tell me if that's the home that you want to repeat or if that's a home that you want to fix. Because at the end of the day, we're going to end up repeating the same cycle. And how we love individuals really depends on the kind of person that we are as an individual. If there's one thing I leave you with, it's this. You will never be able to love another individual or change the patterns, the toxic patterns in this continuous heartbreak and sadness. And I can't find somebody. Now, all the good people are taken, these excuses. You're never going to be able to correct those if you do not love yourself. It sounds so corny. It sounds so cheesy. God, it sounds so dumb, doesn't it? Love yourself. Oh, God. Well, it's easy. Most of the solutions to our problems are the simplest things in the world. We just can't do them. Easy things. Loving yourself is one of the hardest things in the world, but it's the easiest solution to your problems. Looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I love you. Because once you love yourself, you're able to understand that that love that you're giving to another individual is genuine, it's raw, it's real. It's not something that you're feeding off somebody else in order to make yourself feel better, to try to smother your problems or run away from your childhood or run away from a relationship, of a friendship that's not good. No, you can't replace those problems with finding people that make you feel good inside. Because eventually you're going to run out of people. You're going to run out of people that actually care to help you. Because no matter how many times someone tries to help you, you don't get the message. No one can save you but yourself. So, love yourself. And lastly, 2 words. Let go. I like to say let go and let God, but if you don't believe in God, then whatever it is that you believe, but let go. There's no sense in staying in a toxic relationship, in a toxic environment, in trying to fix something that's broken. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to give dedication. I'm not saying that you don't have to push through. I am not saying that some things are not worth fighting for. Absolutely they are. But you're never going to have the #goals lifestyle if you think you're going to be able to fix somebody who has so many problems that they can't help it and they can't fix themselves. You're never going to find a perfect relationship. You're never going to find a perfect man. All the good ones are taken. That's not true. They're out there. The problem is you have so many issues yourself that nobody wants to be with you. They can read all over your face, all over your body language, all over your lifestyle. And let me tell you something. If you find a perfect relationship, do me a favor, leave, because you're going to ruin it. Because it doesn't exist. You have to let go of certain things in order for you to get rid of the dead weight that's on you. You're never going to be able to move on with life and move on with things if you're carrying so much dead weight. There's no sense in living a sad life. There's no sense in living in misery. And there's no sense in trying over and over and over and over again to find a partner and then finally getting to an age where you just settle because you've never really addressed any of your issues or your problems. You just decided to sweep them under the rug and keep on trying and trying and trying, but literally not trying a thing for yourself. You can't blame the world for all of the problems that you had in childhood. You can't blame the world for the decisions that you made when you were a teenager. And you sure as hell can't blame the world for the path you took as an adult. That's no one's fault. Yeah, parents, yeah, friends, so on and so forth. But now it's time to be an adult. Now it's time to understand that you have to let certain things go. You cannot carry a cross your whole entire life and then crucify yourself over the things that you did or didn't do. Let them go. Love is awesome. Love is a great thing. Love should be given to everybody. Everything alive should experience it. But ultimately, if you do not know how to love yourself and let go of the things that destroy you and that eat you alive, you can fake love all you want, but you'll get to an age where you're going to realize that you should have done things different, and now it's too late. This has been the Preacher Rican. Love you guys as usual, and like always, much love, guys. Peace out.